Alrighty, we should be up. We should be live. Let me go check. Hide my screen while I get there. All right, looks like we are live. Okay. I don't want to have two tabs open, so there we go. So people don't get too bent out of shape. Okay, so we got to figure out a way to consume that trigger. I do want to listen to music, though. I need my music. That's from 2013. I don't think it's going to work. I don't want to add an animation event. Hi, Greg. PGLP. How are you doing today? Let's check it out one more time. Reworking the crash. For some reason, when I'm calling this trigger to attack, it screws up this whole animation cycle. It just stops. And I can't figure out why. Let's get in the clearing so we can see it. See, it stays there. And he no longer walks or runs. He's not even in the idle state. He's not doing any of them. Well, I need some way to turn this off or to jump back here. That's a blog for later. Wish I had ideas to help you out. I've never really used triggers before. I've just started using them and not sure what's going on. Oh, this is too old. What was the date on this? Yeah, I might have to use a blend tree. I wanted to keep it all in one layer. Because I actually have 3 attacks I can use. No, it's going to blend them later. I don't know why my trigger is getting it stuck. Well, it doesn't matter. It never comes back here. It gets here and it works fine. But as soon as he triggers this attack, well, I'll just show you in case you weren't watching. In case you weren't here. So he's walking towards me. Let's get him. He's close enough that he's running. He gets here. He throws his attack on, which is just firing a trigger. And it stops if I start running. I died. I'll get him to trigger, and then I'll run. He never goes back to any of his walking states. He just slides. That's not even the idle state. It's just he's not doing any of the states. He'll still attack, though. Okay. So I don't want to manage a bull. I just want to fire that trigger off, throw your attack, and then just keep going on doing whatever. So I'm not resetting it sounds like. Excuse me. So maybe don't use set trigger for attacking. It's fine for dying. It works great because after you die, you don't have to do anything else. You fall to the ground. You leave a corpse. Okay, so let's just not use a trigger here. Fly fool white guy. Okay. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Sorry about that. I used to have what do you call it? Links disabled. But there were so many people that we had coming on actually posting good, useful links. And I would just permit them, but usually they found out first that they couldn't post them. They're easy for me to ignore. Hopefully they're just as easy for you. I guess while I'm doing this, let's go ahead and actually keep the YouTube page open too. I'm not sure what page this is going to open up. Give me just a second here. I'm glad I did that. There we go. I'm only answering questions over on the Twitch page right now. It's just hard keeping them both up. But Crazy Creeper US, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Actually, I think I'm going to have the player take the damage after the animation is done. And this is actually going to be a co-routine, so... Oh, enumerator. We'll return something in a second. Well, we'll just do it here. Okay, this is easier. Okay. So checking while the animation is playing. Actually, we're going to yield. Was it the movement we did this for? It was spawning. Does the channel option to only allow people to post if the verified email help? I don't think I have. Do I even have that option? Well, you actually, it doesn't matter. You can't post unless you have an account. I'm not sure how that works. If someone wants to look it up and let me know. There you are. Okay, I'll have to look at that in the animator. He's getting me with his limp wrist attack. Not the limp wrist attack. Okay. Yeah, jazz hands. Let's make that a thing. So it's saying, okay, let's go ahead and let's attack. Well, the current animation state info zero's name is. I'm going to wait for 1 second. I'm not sure why he was doing jazz hands. To speak. Let me just take a quick look at the link. I'll at least open it up. I'll read about it later. I probably don't have time to do anything about it right now. Inappropriate. Reduce stream delay. I've got an option for that. Cool. We'll try it. Just a sec. Let me look here. Can block hyperlinks. That's not what I want. I'll put a... Well, look at all the band guys. Require verified email to speak anyone. I don't have that option. Mature content, archive broadcasts, stream delay, authorized broadcasters, block hyperlinks, banned words, opt out of globally banned words filter. Oh, here we go. I'll try it. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much of a problem. I've also turned on the stream delay. It's going to reduce stream delay. I'll try it out, but apparently people with really bad connections, it might make them more likely to buffer. We'll try it out. We'll see what happens, okay? I'll leave that page up in case I have to redo it. And let's see how it works. So I went ahead and commented that out. Make sure I've saved it. We're going to come back in. Before I jump in, let's quickly jump in. Come get me, jazz hands. Don't jazz hand me. But even still, look, it's not blending. So I'm going to have to put it on a different way. Blend it. Okay, we're going to have to blend. And if we're going to have to blend, I might as well go back to the trigger way. I really wanted to avoid it. I just wanted to be able to trigger it and have it. So I think that's the last thing I need in the game. I'll save it to last. I'm going to have to do some reading for that. I know it's pretty boring just watching me read forum posts. Attack. Are you talking about this? I wonder if that was just wrong with my trigger. I want to go back to trigger. Because I really want it to work with the trigger. La 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 la. So I know there's a way to fix this in Mechanism. It's just I've never used triggers. Gotta learn, right? Attack. That should be the only place with it. So to me, it looks like everything's set up right. It has an exit time. It cannot just transition to itself. I'm not sure about this. Interruption state. Interruption source. Can be interrupted by transition from... Well, let's see how it goes first. Okay, we'll save this off. Let's just go see what happens. Where is he? I can hear him. There he is. Say again, he doesn't go into that idle state after. Ninja Tom Cruise. I can't get it to go back here. Obviously, this can't be the way. That's just silly. I'm going to have to blend it, I think, somehow. Now I'm going to have to read up on it. So we'll see what else is left to do. Well, that worked. Oh my God, it worked. Well, now he's attacking from way out there for some reason, though. Well, we have to work on his attack range. For some reason, that got screwed up. What I do, I made a transition from attack to idle. And just set it to done spawning, which is the exact same transition we get here. Because when he first starts off, he comes out of the ground. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at that. So he starts off not done spawning. When he finally comes out of the ground, it switches over to done spawning, which puts him in an idle state. Once he detects me, that's when he goes, if he's really far away, he walks. But once he gets within a certain range, he'll run. And then attack is just a trigger that fires off when he's within range and the attack timer's expired, so he can attack again. And apparently I just needed a transition back to idle. I guess technically back to any of these. But he's attacking from really far out right now. So we'll come in here. Well, true. While we can attack, basically this means while both alive. Hi, Bamoose. How you doing? And I want to change this because all it's doing is checking if we're both alive, right? Yeah. Well, Borg alive. While the player's alive and while we're alive. So if we're both alive, we can attack. And to be honest, I could change this now. I'm not using it the same way I used to. And we can do... Okay, so if the player is dead, make sure to stop their coroutine. But before I stop it, I'm actually going to switch. I'm going to put that up there. And we'll do that first. If we're dead, make sure that we can't attack the player. Make sure to stop the coroutine. If we're both alive, we can attack. Which means we can just go... So call it once and I'll set this. Well, I guess we don't need those. All right, so if we can't attack, meaning we're both alive, go ahead. See if the timer's expired. It's our next attack. If so, we'll attack. Make sure time to attack equals false. We'll go ahead and yield. If it's not time to attack, that means we've got to wait this long. Then we'll go ahead and we'll flip the tag saying that we can now attack. Now, if we can't attack, we'll just go ahead and return out of here and we'll just check next frame. And attack distance is 3. And let's go ahead. We'll check. Still 3. Okay. Maybe 3 is just too far. Where am I checking the distance? Ah. So he killed me from out here. So for some reason it keeps getting switched to true. Why is it true? Because of here. Change that back to the way it was. Oh, sorry, I just smacked the mic. I need this to return a bool. I got one too many in there. Okay. Let me just for the people that are actually hi Flea Bomb, how you doing? For those that are watching, I do check in occasionally on YouTube, but if you really have a question that you want to answered, I would actually go ahead to the Twitch channel. If you can make your way over there, I do check that much more often. It's on a separate monitor, but I will check in occasionally to answer here. I can't remember where we left off. Right here. Are you still in your hack and slash role? Yeah, it started off with the item series one. Right now I'm working on some networking stuff. If you're curious, here's the link to the network tech stuff. We'll be making tutorials on this as well, but if you want to jump in ahead of time, there you go. get.burgzergarcade.net/pd/unity_network_test. If you're into that. Game virus, yeah. As far as character creation and stuff like that goes, I've already done that. There's a character customization. I'm probably not going to do classes. For this game here, we'll have classes, the one I'm working on right now, but that won't be till later on. So what are you up to, Flea Bum? There he is. Okay, looks like we fixed it. He still attacks from pretty far out. But if we look here, it won't let me zoom in and out. Weird. I am right at the edge of his attack bubble. So maybe keep this smaller, a 2. I can't even stop it. Oh crap. I think Unity just went boom. I'm just having a Guinness. Had a few busy days, couple days. It doesn't help that my next door neighbor, we thought he was getting his gutters changed. And he has a really loud crew in, really loud, rattly ladders. But it turns out that he's not, because I was out today and I happened to look and it's the part of the house they're working on. He doesn't have any gutters in that side of his house. So I have absolutely no idea what they're doing. Oh. I actually want to keep the values the exact same up here for now. Well, you should be using a Git server to back stuff up. Come get some. No! That crash! Why did you do that to me? I saved, and now I can't quit. What's going on? I hit Command S. I'm compulsive at hitting Command S, and I can't stop this. Oh. What's going on? We had it working perfectly. It was just a matter of getting the attack range down, and we were done. It didn't save this. Control S, and just to make sure, I'm going to quit. No! Okay, it saved it. If you have enough alcohol, usually solves everything. And I'll shoot you a link for those who don't know. This is where I do the majority of my streaming. Because I like to listen to music while I stream. I'm going to go ahead and let it do its light map thing. While it's doing that, I'm going to make a quick adjustment to the stream. Lift the screen up a bit. You don't need to see my menus, and you'd probably benefit from seeing the bottom a bit more. Gets rid of the menu at least. Let's save these settings. I haven't looked. I'm still waiting for the light maps. You can't quite see them. I'm letting the light maps redo their thing. And while they're doing that, I'll go look at your base now. Well, I'm not going to play Star Wars. Maybe later. I'm going to let the light maps bake out. I'm letting everything go. Once it's done, I think we got the attack range nailed down. And this first version of the game is done. I'm just going to clean up the code, comment it, and that's it. I won't be touching it. I'm going to spend the rest of the week working on networking so I can get a better understanding of that. And then I don't know what we'll do next. Probably start making tutorials again. I do a lot of looking things up. Like I was going to leave that whole syncing of the whatchamacallit, the blending. Sorry, the blending of the this isn't going to be very fun, is it? We'll try it. The problem with Minecraft is it uses the CPU as well. We're at 13 of 16. We'll see how laggy it is. It's a little laggy. Okay. I'll run to Grammys. Then you tell me which way from Grammys. This is Grammy's house over here. Looks like someone let her chickens out. Someone went and screwed up my fields. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but it looks like someone's been letting all of Grammy's chickens out again. Oh my God. She is going to be pissed. Put a big dick in her yard again. Now, as much fun as that is, and a swastika. I shouldn't laugh. That just encourages it. She's going to be pissed. She'll just quit playing if you keep this up. I'm going to have to go look at the logs, see who was on. I'm either going to start whitelisting or just start... I guess we'll just start whitelisting. So southeast. I'm southeast. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So the sun rises... Wait, no, that way. So southeast would be this way. What's that? Oh, it's a string. Huh. You can track the logs. I can go in. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun to troll Grammy a bit, but you got to understand that if you troll her too much, she just quits. And then she won't play for a couple months. Okay, that's what she was talking about, the back of her house. Okay, I'll switch it over to a whitelist. Someone came and raped my fields. I rebuilt them today. It didn't take me that long. I don't know. Is there something I'm supposed to be looking for your place? Yeah. It's funny to do some things to some people, but like putting the big penis in her front yard, I think that's hilarious. The swastika, it's kind of offensive and poor taste. Well, I see it. Blowing her crap up, and mine, and flea bums, and everyone else. That's not cool. There's a door here for some reason. Okay, I'll take a look at that. What are we at? We're still doing the final bake. Man, you got a lot of chickens outside your house, flea bum. Take it that's you over there. Oh, you got pumpkins and everything else, and a floating block over there. Did someone trash your house too? They let all your chickens and cows out or something? Oh, your cow. I didn't know we had a cow and chicken generator. I might lure some cows back to my house soon. All right, sweet. I'll check your stuff out later. Since this is a game dev stream, I don't want to waste too much time, but I'm here. I'm going to log in your house. Where's the spot you wanted me to go in and check out? Just so I know next time I come out. Oh, you got carrots too? Man, you're quite the industrialist. But it's super laggy right now. I'll come back and I'll check stuff out later. Because I'm doing the final gather right now. I got 23 jobs left. It's just super laggy. And I'd rather have my processor going towards finishing that off than playing Minecraft. Much as I'd like to play. Let me go ahead. I'll turn my music off. And we'll check out this playlist. This isn't, I hit stop. Yeah, that's not, because I'm streaming over on YouTube as well at the same time. I can't play it. YouTube does not like that. That's why I like just streaming to Twitch as far as live stream goes. Goosenfire. Hi, how you doing? I'm not checking Twitch a whole lot. I'm mostly over on... So I'm not checking YouTube that often. I'm mostly over on Twitch. Excuse me. If you have any important questions, go over there to ask. As like I said, I'm not checking very often here. Just waiting for this final gather. Actually, now that I think of it, there were a few trees I wanted to clean up, but I'm not going to bother. It's just a few too many. I want it bushy, but I don't want it so thick that I'm constantly running into things. Right there. Actually, let's put that one back. With just those two gone, that really frees a lot up. I might take that one in the middle out. There was another spot I was getting stuck. Okay. That's enough of that. I don't want to play around with it too much. 15 jobs left. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I'm just going to stop it just so we can go look. But I will save just in case. And let's go make sure the attack distance is right. If so, it's not perfect, but it's good enough that... No, I got to get rid of that gay mom sound effect. He didn't attack. And I can't unpause now. So I've screwed something up with the coroutine, that infinite loop. That's what's worse than thinking you're done and then screwing something up and having to redo stuff. Let that load up. And while we wait, I'll let it go back to doing the light maps. And I'm going to go look at that routine again. It's on the attack. So well, true. I could go back to the way where we're starting and stopping the crow routine all the time, but I didn't really like that. It's not us. Return. So we're both alive. If you can attack. Actually, wait. We'll just go. If not, yeah. We're still in the final gather. Durani Joe. Hey, how you doing? Everyone's hitting the hay today. Uh-oh. Battery of my mouse is dying. Ah, screw it. Good enough. I didn't even spell answering right. No one even told me. That's fine. Answering questions on the Twitch page. Probably because I just make so many typos, people are used to it. There we go. How time is it my time? Oh Christ, 9:30. I did not realize it was that late. We didn't even pick up one new follower today, I don't think. Sad Panda. Yeah, everyone's just so used to those typos. Let me check here. It's almost on the final gather. I should know better than to make adjustments. The terrain. Okay. I'm just going to stop it and continue. The show clip. Hi, how you doing? Oh, Thai show clip. Sorry about that. How you doing? Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just going to stop it. Save just in case. We'll start it up. I don't really like the animations. But they're better than nothing. Wow, it looks so much different on Twitch. Just watching the replay on Twitch. Okay. Let's watch the state machine this time. Actually, leave it up here. We'll just hit non-maximize. Get that mic down so I can actually see. Helps if I have them selected, I guess. Okay, so that was the mistake we're having with that infinite loop. What, a shot a ball up in the air. So he's walking. I'm too far away. He's close enough to run, walk. There he is. He's not triggering his attack. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll both read that. While I do that, let's go ahead, turn the lighting back on. So if either one of us are dead, return false. He cannot attack. I think what's happening is when I run out, throughout the player return, I'm stopping the coroutine, and it's not starting right. Come on, stop baking. Let's go. So when he's making that noise, that's when he attacks. I'll just go through it logically. While we're both alive, keep doing this. If we can attack, which honestly we can get rid of that now because we're starting the coroutine here. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Okay, while we were both alive, I am going to need a yield return null here. Okay, while we were both alive, if it's time to attack, attack. We'll look at that function in a bit. Time to attack now equals false. Yield return null. If it's not time to attack, we're going to go ahead and wait for the attack speed, which we probably should rename to attack delay. So wait for the attack delay. We're able to attack again. So after we've waited for the attack delay to end, we can now attack again. So let's go ahead. We'll look at the, and of course, else. Actually, I don't actually think we need this, to be honest. We're going to get either one of these, so we're going to get a return either way. But anyway, so we come down to attack. He plays the sound. He sets the animation. This all takes place in the same frame, so it shouldn't matter. And then I take damage. And I actually want to move this. Here. Any pros to having Visual Studio instead of Model Behavior Decoded? If you're using Windows, I would use Visual Studio. I find it crashes less. I like the complete dark theme better. And there are things you can do in Visual Studio if you are looking for... Visual Studio is a much more advanced IDE than Mono Develop. The main thing for me, I'm actually used to all the Visual Studio, sorry, the Mono Develop shortcuts. Most people, if you talk to them, like if you just do some research, Visual Studio IDE is just so much better. There are things you can do with it that you can't do in Mono. Like take a look into DLLs. So for some of the Unity DLLs, maybe you want to take a look to see the structure that they have in them. For some of the methods, or sorry, the classes, you can do that in Visual Studio. You can't do it in Mono Develop. Now, I haven't actually used the new version of Mono Develop, so I'm not 100% certain what its capabilities are. I think it's 5.9 with the new version of Unity. So we're down to 10 jobs, but we're going to interrupt those and take a look here. Okay, I got a variable assigned that is never used. Whoops, I just launching off my attack. Okay, let's go find Big Nasty. Oh, there he is. You know what? When it crashed, I don't think we came back and reset this stuff. And I don't remember exactly what we set it to. It really sucks because we had it working perfectly and I can't remember exactly what I did. Boutique GTA 12345. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. The first follow of the day. How does it feel? That's the gates. Paused it so we could select him. So he's not triggering the attack. Okay, what'd I do? It's because I turned my music off. That's got to be it. Actually, there is one thing I want to fix. Better get the attack in there. Even if we tried. Okay, I'll see you later. Thanks for showing up. Beastie Boys. I'm pretty sure it's something in mechanism I'm just not doing right. We have to put a delay in there before that pops up, but it looks like that was actually it. One of those things I switched. And you die before you see the third animation, but... I don't have a death animation yet for the player, so... Okay, something's wrong with my timer because of the way we're doing it. Ah, because we're not doing it as a traditional timer where we subtract the frames per second. We're actually saying just wait. After every attack, just wait. And that's why we're getting that. So we have to switch this over to... If we're going to do it this way, which works great, we just got to work on the timer. Because if I jump out of... the collider, the attack area, it stops the coroutine, so it doesn't reset this, so it ends up having to wait another 2 seconds. Well, lots of Beastie Boys tonight. Hey, Bonquin. Yo, yo, yo yourself. How you doing? Don't sleep till Brooklyn. Item we want to invoke timer, and I really should...
to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma. Grow a beard. Jump in the beard. Drink to the beard.
Asaku Dreams? Hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. So we're going to call this method after we attack. We'll call this method before we yield. And we'll call it, there's a delay of 2 seconds. In which case, that's just going to go ahead and set it to true so we can attack again. Now, we don't need that anymore. Or this. Till Brooklyn. So let's check the logic one more time. So if we're both alive, we should be able to get rid of all this debug. Okay, well, we're both alive. If it is time to attack, which by default should always be yes. Attack. Then invoke this timer, which will... Oh. Set time to attack to equal false so we don't attack again. Then we invoke this timer to make sure that it gets set back to true. And then yield return null so that everything else has a chance to do stuff on its frame. And I like that better. It's so much cleaner looking. Okay, cross your fingers. Let's make sure we save Unity. Did I invoke wrong? Apparently. What am I missing? Okay. Thai show clip. I said before, I answer most of the questions on Twitch. I only check it on YouTube once in a blue moon. Most of it I have to use the browser. Let me go ahead. I'll shoot you a link to Twitch. And let's use the right keyboard. I went to the wrong one. Meant to go to channel. Now, you're free to stay on YouTube if you want, but just understand that I don't answer the questions that much on YouTube. I'm doing it right. And it's because I renamed it. Damn it. I just got to adjust the mic. There we go. I think I really need a new mic arm. Yeah, I think that was it. Actually, I feel so confident about it. Let's full screen this bad boy. Damn it, I gotta fix that. There's too many trees together there. Ship it. Okay, let's get out of his range. Where is he? There he is. And of course, like I said, I need a delay for the death animation. That'd be in the player script. But I don't want to play around with it too much more, because I know I'm going to be doing almost a complete rewrite for version 2. This is just a prototype. But this is easy. Enumerator. Death delay. We'll just say yield. Return new wait for seconds. And some death delay. Let's just say 2 seconds. Then we'll go ahead and call that, which brings up that menu. Now we should be doing other things here, like disabling our movement and everything else, but I'm not that concerned about it. Okay, it's not starting a coroutine. Oh, it's static. Can you have a static? You can't have a coroutine. So coroutines cannot be static. So never mind. When I do a rewrite, I'll have to figure out a different way to do it.
You need to shave this thing.
Shut up, Grandma! Grow a beard! Up in the beard tree!
Provoking Games, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
And scruff!
Yeah, Ubisoft. I'm going to turn on my computer sound so you can hear it. But we'll turn the music off first. So, aside from that little delay I want at the end. Well, to be fair, we could add it to the mob attack. I don't want it there. I want it in the player. Because this is where you want to call like the death animation and everything else. I'm not going to have that with this. First off, it's first person. Well, you could put that. Like I said, it's not supposed to be complex. I have to teach this to 14-year-old Boy Scouts. So it's got to be simple. And not much typing because, well, 14-year-old Boy Scouts tend to make a lot of typos. But we could, right here, make a delay and pass the damage, which is what I'm going to do here. Just so it doesn't kill me instantly like that. So damage delay. And of course, it's going to be the exact same as we had before. Yield, return, new wait 4 seconds. And I'm just going to do the attack delay, which is actually 2 seconds. But that way there you don't die until after the animation goes off. And then right here, start coroutine.
You need to shave this thing.
It's a rush. Alan is a beast. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I spelled damage wrong. Yeah, I did. Forgot the A. I'll get it in a second.
You need to shave this.
I take it you're new to the channel? Tables are my trademark. The Epic Lazy Taco. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Typos are a trademark. So go ahead, we'll save that off. And we have to move. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong. It's getting late. People are just starting to tune in, and I'm already getting ready to tune out. And after we're done waiting, then we'll call the damage. I want to keep the time to attack faults there as well. As a matter of fact, I want it to be the first thing that happens in this part. And I guess we don't need all the debug crap now. Yeah. I usually go in the morning. My time, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. is usually when I start. It's when my kid's in school. That's when I get the chance. I've just been a little bit busy again. And my neighbor's, I don't know, he's got some half-assed construction crew doing something on the side of his house. And even though it's a little ways away, they have the noisiest aluminum ladders. And they're constantly moving. And bang, 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 bang. And it's right outside my window here. And I can hear it even with my headphones on. And so I just find other stuff to do. I never have a lack of work to do. Okay, now we won't die instantly. There'll be a little bit of a delay. Unfortunately, it's also a little bit of delay. Well, like I said, it's not the way I wanted to do it. But I don't want to rewrite the player script. Dead. There we go. So everything's working great. Let's go ahead. We'll turn the dummy off. Let's go to the spawn controller. Let's start cracking out the zombies. Let's just find those gay moms. Let me quickly catch up. I'm glad you like the videos. Before I do, let me just quickly check in on YouTube. It's kind of nice to check in once in a while. Evil Taco, I take it that's you? The Epic Lazy Taco? Dracon Hawk? Yeah, I'm over on Twitch. I answer all the questions on Twitch. I do come over to YouTube occasionally to answer a few, but if you've got something you really want to ask, I'd recommend going to the Twitch channel. It's just easier than having all these windows up trying to keep track of chat. Only having one window. I see that you're using C#. But is it Unity or did you build your own? No, I'm using Unity. Okay, yeah, you answered over here on this one. Yeah. No point running it from, doing everything from scratch. Unity's pretty good. Okay. Let's go check this bad boy out. Get ready for the gay moms. Game on. I need more sound files. I'm lost. Game on. Okay. Game on. Now it is positional as far as the sound. We did get the 3D working. Every time you hear that game on, that's one spawning. Game on. Oh. Game on. Again, keep in mind this isn't exactly the most exciting. Oh, I just heard something over here. There we go. It's not the most exciting game, but it's not meant to be. Like I said, this is a teaching aid. I can hear something.
Game on.
I hear a lot of game moms. Actually, it is game on. Oh crap. I just got hit.
Game on.
Man, they're so hard to see. I think I need to spawn multiple spawners at the same time. So pick like 3 spawners and spawn one. I made the map too big. There's another one.
Game on.
Oh crap.
Game on.
Oh. Damn it.
Game on.
So yeah, at this rate, it's pretty easy.
Game on.
It needs to be harder, but again, the basic mechanics are in the game. So they're going to learn basics of Mechanism, basics of the UI, how to build scenes. Everything is there. It's not a very challenging game, but that's up to them to take it to the next step. Now, for those that are new to the channel, the assets are going to be completely changed. This was just a prototype. As you can see, I'm actually only using a very small portion of this map. This is the default Unity size. So this little fence that goes along here, I'm only using, just a second, let me select something so I can scroll better. This section. And this is the standard Unity terrain, 500 by 500. So I'm using just a small portion of it. So next time I do this, I'll make sure to really shrink that map down. And to be honest, this map, for 4 players, which is what the intended size is going to be for the multiplayer, I think is fine. Yeah. Well, I've got like the lighting, you know, if I turn the lighting on, well, I've got a lot of shaders going on. I got to be able to see, right? You know, we got all the tombstone stuff over here. There's my graveyard with the overgrown trees in it. We can take a bit of a stroll through there. I spent a lot of time designing the level. I don't do a lot of level design, but I actually really liked designing this level. So here's my graveyard.
Game on.
I'm just gotta watch out for all the game moms walking around
Game
now.
on.
I need zombies in flannel.
Game on.
Here's my little house.
Game on.
Now I've got everything baked as far as light maps go.
Game on.
You see the it has a particle effect for when they
Game
spawn.
on.
I hear
Game
something.
on. Game on. Game on.
And of course, you can't actually get over the fence if you really want. Whoa! Something attacked me.
Game on.
That's something I do need to put up is a health bar. Again, like I said, I'm done with this version.
Game on.
Oh, crap, I missed. The basics are there.
Game on.
Crap, you sneaky bastard. We spent a lot of time. I think we spent most of the time on the animations. Again, most of the games I make, I don't need a lot of mechanism.
Game on.
So it was something that I really had to sit down and practice with a lot.
Game on.
And the animations that came with this guy, like everything in here is free as well.
On.
That was also another challenge, is trying to make something that looked good out of only free assets. And as little scripting as possible. Now, I went overboard on the scripting. I did a lot more scripting than I originally... Oh, crap. Came up behind me. I did a lot more scripting than I wanted to do, but there's just certain things you got to do, right? Let me catch up on chat. Yeah, it does make it hard to do if it's all black. Thin ginger. Oh, you like that? I'm going to be going in and getting it trimmed this week. I think Thursday. I usually like it a little bit shorter, but I've actually got a kind of promo video for the school that I teach at. And yeah, I think maybe just trimming it up just a little bit before I do. Well, let's see what's it look like on chat. I think I should get this bad boy trimmed up. At the very least, get my hair cut. Yeah, looks like I should get it trimmed up just a bit. But anyway, this is meant as a base for teaching people how to use Unity. It's a one-day course. At the end, you make this game. Which is funny, because after you're done, you're like, yeah, it doesn't feel like a whole lot. But man, I spent a lot of hours on this. Go ahead and get rid of that. I still got to research late probe groups better. But anyway, yeah. There's another game that we do on the next day. I'll go ahead and show that off. I think I have it on this computer. Yeah. Again, not a very exciting game. Meant to teach you some basic fundamentals of developing games in Unity. And again, everything has to be free. Apparently, it's got to compile everything up. Let me answer some questions. If anyone has any questions. Let me check up here. Put a transition up. I've already done that. I think Drakenhawk. We're just gonna call you Hawk. I think I did that. The trigger to attack. We've already looked at that. Yeah, I'm using a trigger to attack. Well, even with just what we have, what I made there, that's a pretty good base to make that style of game. That was the whole intent. Actually, it was more to have a lot of waves. As I said, we'll look at the spawning code, but I guess I can't because I'm in a different scene now. We can go back to that in a minute. Let me just go ahead. I still need more sound effects in it for like when you shoot and stuff like that. But like I said, I already know that that's the game I want to make out of it. So as far as the prototype goes, I've done everything I want to do in it. I've got everything working the way I want it to work. All right. I like this game too. Oh, freak, I'm already going to die. Well, crap, they got me. Now in this game here, there's going to be a bunch of like hoops. It's like an option. Right now, I've got the difficulty cranked out with all these aliens around you, flying around, shooting at you. Oh crap! I hit the asteroid. If you can get behind an asteroid, at least they can't shoot you. When you're out, you know. But anyway, there's going to be like hoops. You got to fly through it. You get like 1,000 points. It reappears somewhere else. You got to go get it, and you have like arrow pointing to it. But again, it's just meant for the base. So we do a lot more GUI stuff here. We even have the little shield bar down in the bottom. Yep, you can see that. A lot more visual effects in this one. Again, the game mechanic, not that great, but it's a good base to learn from. Let me see. No, Slender doesn't take a whole lot to replicate. I'm really not interested in making Slender Man. Well, to be fair, mine runs on mobile. Last time I did the build, anyway, it ran on mobile. On an iPad. We'll go ahead and look at the spawn manager. It'd be easy to recalibrate it. to spawn a lot more zombies at once. We'll go to the spawn controller. Let's reload all. While we're at, let's go ahead and load the scene. So yeah, it's super simple. It starts off right here. This function gets called by the game manager. And it just tells it to start spawning stuff. So it calls spawn mob. So it goes ahead and grabs a random spawn point, because there's 8 spawn points in the game right now. You can have as many as you want. Let's hide that down. Right here, that's the spawn controller. That's all the spawn points. You don't have to have them underneath. It's just easier to organize them that way. But you can put as many spawn points as you want in the game. You can see where mine are. And it's just going to pick one at random. Instead of just picking one at random, we could spawn one on all of them, so we could just iterate through them all. The space one wasn't a tutorial. Neither was this one. These were done specifically for the class that I teach at 1150 Academy. And this one here is actually going to be turned into a full game, because I actually do like the premise of it. Yeah. I try to stream as much as I can, but it's usually in the morning. Usually I start between 9 and 10 a.m. my time. That's fine. There's more than enough room in my chat box for everyone to talk. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's spawn all of them at once. Why is it going all the way over here? Come on. So we'll spawn 8 zombies at once now. Now this is actually something that I'd want to ramp up slowly instead of just doing all of it at once. And it's set for every 5 seconds as well.
Game on! Game on! Game on!
We'll hang out in here.
Game on!
Look at them coming.
Game
Oh
on!
crap, I can hear them.
You need to shave
Game on!
this thing.
Taco Shicks, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow.
Game on!
Crap, they got me. They got up behind me and all 3 attacked at once. Let's head straight there this time.
Game on! Game on! Game on!
There was no way there was one behind me.
Game on! Game on! Game on!
They're coming out of the ground and attacking me. if I'm too close. Well, that's why it's a prototype.
Game on.
It's splash damage from the spawn.
Game on.
So I'll have to check that out. For some reason, they can hit me as
Game
they...
on.
Really yelling at me. When they spawn.
Game on. Game on.
Oh, well. Again, like I said, I'm happy with the way it is right now. But that's pretty much it. If anyone has any questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to start back up again tomorrow. Well, even still, like a shotgun would have been fine. And more like a big sweeping chainsaw. Now, keep in mind, I had to keep free assets. The game that I am going to be making with it, I'll show you the assets I'm using. At least for the player and the mobs. Is there anything, before I do that, let's check. Anything new here? Did I get this already? Yeah, I did. So, the undead pack is what I'm going to be using for the mobs. They come with animations, right? Yeah. Idle, run, attack melee, attack bow, attack spellcast, death, and spawn. All I need. And then for my players, there'll be 4 classes. And I'm going to be using this pack, which has idle, run, attack melee, expo, spellcast, and death. Which is, again, all I need. It's a very simple game. And, of course, they all have different attacks, different classes. Well, this actually might end up being part of my hack and slash series. I haven't decided yet. Let me see if we can catch up. What time tomorrow? I have 10:30 right now, so about 11 hours from now. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so looking at about 11 hours, roughly. Like I said, I try to get down between 9 and 10. I drop my kid off at school, get home, have my coffee, my shower, everything else. I've got mail. I'll read that later. Okay, well, there you go. I'm playing around with the networking. This is pretty good. I like the networking Unity. I'm specifically trying to learn all of the tools they give you before I go and start writing all my own. And I already know if I'm playing with hers that I'm going to want to write my own. But the tools they give you right out of the box to use with it are pretty damn good. So, connecting clients. I guess I need another one. Someone has to be the host, right? Let's go ahead. We'll build this out so you can actually see it proper. I usually go to about 2 is my goal. So 9 to 2. Sometimes I go longer. Sometimes not as long. Okay, so we'll start up. Make sure it's windowed. Have to go over here, start this one up. Connections, host. And let's move this one out of the way a bit. And we'll join. And I guess we should just make this smaller so we can actually see both. So you can see it over here. If I click in this window, I can move this one. And the lines of code to do this are, well, super simple. It's really not a matter of line of code. It's giving it a network transform and a network identity. That's it. Then you have to create a network manager. But again, you drag a few components onto some stuff, and you're ready to go right out of the box. Let's stop. Let's go back to the menu. Well, spawn points is just random spawn points. Let's go over here. I'll host over here again. I spawned here. He spawned here. Let's stop. Let's just keep going in. There's a different spawn point. I think I've only got 4 spawn points in here, so again, you can move around and stuff like that too, but it's just different spawn points. I have it set to random. The other one that they have set is round robin, which is probably what I should have set it to for the demo. And offline scene. Where? We'll just get out of there. Offline scene is that you can have an offline scene. So when your character's not connected to the game server, so you could have like maybe news on your game, social media links. Maybe you have some sort of email system in your game so they can access that before they actually get on the server. And when they connect to your game server, they automatically brings you into your game. So it's just basically showing that the scene changed. If you log off, he goes back to the offline. And again, they give you that ability. So, like, you have your offline scene, you join in, boom, you're already on your online scene. So tell me up here what scene I'm at? No. But anyway, it brings you to that scene. And this could be like the first level in your multiplayer game so that you can all play together. It's pretty sweet. And then they have matchmaking. I've been playing around with some RPCs. I still got to make the demo levels for those. But I really do like the Unity networking so far. They've made some stuff super simple for prototyping. To make any real true networked game, you're probably going to want to write a lot of this stuff yourself anyway. But yeah, any questions? What am I doing? Well, you can have the host switch. Let me just a second here. You can have the host switch. So let's say someone gets DDoSed or whatever. For some reason, their power goes out. You can have the host switch to someone else. So you don't have to worry about the whole game crashing. And it's much easier to design a game, much cheaper to design a game where you have the client host set up as opposed to setting up a dedicated server. Well, it's not even so much a cheap VPS. Like a cheap VPS probably isn't going to give you the bandwidth you need, to be quite honest. I've dealt with a few of them. And it can get expensive. If you've got enough people playing your game, it can get pretty expensive. I would rather have it where they can just have host and connect to themselves, or connect to each other, and just do it that way. Unless you really want to make that like Diablo 1 type thing where everyone goes into a world. Well, they have matchmaking. Actually, Diablo 1 was client to client. What am I saying? Unless you want a persistent world, I don't think there's any reason to have a server, to be honest, to keep your game world on. Although Unity can run, if you, I've already closed it. You actually can run it as a headless server if you wanted to. But yeah, once you start running a VPS, a decent VPS, like sure, there's some you can go out there and get dirt cheap, but they suck. The bandwidth you're given is just horrible. Like, sure, maybe they'll say, like, you get up to a whole terabyte of bandwidth a month, but the speed of that bandwidth is what sucks. Yeah. Starting off, especially if you're an indie, start off with letting someone host. If you don't need the persistent, don't bother. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Let me go check in on YouTube if they have any questions. Nope, does not look like it. Only 3 people watching. But then again, we pulled a few people from YouTube over to Twitch. So, there we go. Maybe it was worth streaming there. Day 6. Better change the name of this. Beer and game development. Hopefully that changes it. Doesn't matter. I'm probably just going to delete it anyway. It's too bad they don't have a game development section here. Oh, Christ. I wanted to stop at 10. It's already 42 after. I forgot. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, looks like I've answered all the questions. Okay, well, thanks again for everyone showing up. Thanks to all the new subscribers, followers. Different system. Got to get used to that. 6 new followers today. Thanks a lot. I'll see everyone later. Bye-bye. Outro video.
So if you like the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It really does help me out here on YouTube. And go ahead and follow me on Twitter. You're a pretty chatty guy over there when I'm not walking through a forest or being stalked by eagles and falcons, lions, tigers, and bears.